Hi everyone, today I'm making a pistachio frangipane tart with homemade raspberry ice cream. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is make the ice cream. So you're going to need 300 ml of double cream, 75 ml of milk, use whole milk for this, 85 grams of caster sugar, I've got 150 grams of raspberries which I've pureed and just passed through a fine sieve. Okay, so in with the raspberries. Okay, and that's ready to go in the ice cream machine now. This will take about 30 to 40 minutes in the ice cream machine. Okay, so that's the ice cream ready. That's been in the machine for about 40 minutes. So we're just going to scrape that out and get that into the freezer. Okay, so now we're going to make the sweet pastry. So go in first with the butter. And the sugar. And mix that together first. Okay, so once that's mixed, go in with the flour next. So you want to mix that till it gets to kind of like a breadcrumb texture. Okay, so once that gets to a kind of breadcrumb texture, you want to go in with your egg. And just mix that till it comes together. But try not to overmix it. Okay, so that's our sweet pastry made. So we're just going to get that out, cover it up and let it rest while we make our frangipane filling. Okay, so we're going to make our frangipane filling now. So we're going to need 150 grams of sugar, I'm using caster sugar, 150 grams of butter, and I'll mix that together first. Okay, so now that's mixed, we're going to go in with our eggs. I'm using medium eggs, so 3 medium eggs. Put these in. Okay, so once that's all mixed, we're going to go in with our nuts. I've got 150 grams of pistachio nuts here. I just finely ground these down. Okay, so once the frangipane mix is done, we're just going to put that to the side and we're now going to roll out our pastry. We're going to roll out our pastry to go into our flan case. So just dust the board with a little bit of flour first, just to stop the pastry from sticking, and just a little bit on top. And just keep turning the pastry. This will just stop it from sticking. Okay, so once you've rolled out your pastry, you're going to just roll this onto a rolling pin. Okay, so now we're just going to roll the pastry into the flan tin, carefully. Okay, then you can just get a scraper and just trim the edges. Okay, so now we're just going to get a spoonful of raspberry jam and just cover the bottom of the pastry. Use the back of the spoon just to spread it around. Okay, so next we're going to go in with our frangipane filling. Just smooth that off. Okay, so I've got a little bit of pastry left, so I'm just going to roll that out thinly and just cut that into strips, and I'm going to place them across the tart. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these into thin strips. Okay, so we're just going to carefully lay these strips across the tart. Okay, then just turn it around and do the same with the other side. Okay, and just now just trim the edges. Okay, so we're ready to go in the oven now with this. I'm going to bake this in the oven at 165 degrees for around 35 to 40 minutes. If you're going to use a fan oven, I would do it 10 degrees less, maybe at 155. But after about 20 minutes, I would check it and maybe turn it around just to get a more even colour on it. Okay, so our tart has just come out of the oven. It's been in the oven for about 40 minutes and it should feel quite firm on top. Okay, so now we're just going to melt down some apricot jam. I'm going to brush that on top of the tart. I'll just make it nice and sticky. So while the tart's still warm, I'm going to brush it with the apricot jam that we melted down. This will just make it nice and sticky. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little icing just to go on top last. So all you do is you get some icing sugar and you mix it with some lemon juice. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to dab it with this icing that we've just made. This will just give it a nice crust when it cools down. And that's your pistachio frangipane tart with homemade raspberry ice cream.